Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Dear students, in this video session, I would like to explain about Pisces general characters. Pisces mean regarding fishes. Fishes general characteristics, classification of fishes. Dear students, here Pisces general characteristics or fishes general characteristics. Yesterday, the classification of vertebrates time, the last class of last superclass of chordata. Chordata classified into three superclasses. One is a Eurochordata, second one is Cephalochordata, third one vertebrata. In the vertebrata again divide into the two groups, tetrapods and Pisces. That only here I am continuing here. See, Pisces, study of Pisces or fishes we called as a ichthyology. Ichthyology means study about regarding fishes or Pisces. That is tells about fishes ichthyology. Then the first some of the general characteristics, along with the general characteristics, significant characteristics of fishes we will discuss. See, the first one, first jawed aquatic gill bearing organisms. Up to last video what we completed, that and all jawless, nothing but agnatha. Agnatha means jawless organisms. Here jaw organisms. These jaw organisms are located habitat regarding to aquatic, the respiratory nature, gill breathing. Okay. Then next one, these organisms are poikilothermic organisms. Poikilothermic organisms mean cold-blooded animals. That cold-blooded animals can't able to maintain their body temperature homothermic. Okay, oftenly they are changing their body temperature based on the environmental factors. That means external environmental factor having the what type of temperature, the same temperature is maintained to organism. So, organism body temperature depends upon the external environment. Such organisms we call as a cold-blooded. In the scientifically cold-blooded animals we called as a poikilothermic. Then another poikilothermic word side I wrote anomniates. Anomniate. Basically in the 10th standard you studied one of the topic reproduction topic time embryo, one word. When the embryo is covering with extra embryonic membranes. One of the extra embryonic membrane, amnion. One of the extra embryonic membrane is amnion. Amnion, chorion, allantois, yolk sacs. These are the four. In these four, advanced organisms are containing with 4 layers, but these Pisces except amnion, remaining 3 are there. 3 layers, 3 extra embryonic membranes. So, without these amnion, we given the name anomniate. Okay. Then come with the next point. What I said, poikilothermic nature, anomniatic condition of their embryonic development. I mean their extra embryonic layers. And then both paired and median fins are present. paid fins, unpaid fins are there. What are that paid fins, unpaid fins? Pelvic and pectoral fins are paid fins. Dorsal and ventral fins are median fins. Okay, I mean here paired fins are pair nature, pairing condition, one pair. Here median means a single, not at in any set. And then next, skin has a unicellular epidermal mucus. Here when you see in the any fish's body, the skin is covered by a unicellular epidermal, that too it containing with a lot of mucus. We can't hold properly of that fishes, because of that fish skin onwards a lot of mucus will secrete, so it is easy to skid. Okay, because of that skin is unicellular, that unicellular epidermis having the some of the mucus secretory cell. From that mucus secretory cell onwards, it is a synthesis mucus. That mucus it will leads to some of the successful life when they are getting unfavorable conditions. Okay, nothing but maintain the moisture of the body, external body surface. And then body is a streamline, just like a aeroplane, that is called streamline. Again that body by phenotypically, physically we can able to distinguish the body parts, head, trunk and tail. And then exoskeleton, when you see in the any fish outer side, the body is protected by the some of the special structures. Exoskeleton consisting with the mesodermal origin onwards, scales are origin onwards, which layer, which embryonic layer, mesodermal, or sometimes bony plates, sometimes some marine fishes, marine bony fishes body is covered by the bony plate. You know one of the example of the marine fish, hippocampus, horse, seahorse, we call it the seahorse. That seahorse exoskeleton is covered by the bony plate, not at the scales. So here some of the organs, some of the organisms, fishes, Pisces, not at have any scales. Maybe maximum fishes are body is covering with scales, that scales origin from the mesodermal. Sometimes body is covered with the bony plates. Some of the fishes are not yet have any scales. So scaleless exoskeleton is there. Scales are absent in some of the Pisces. And then come with the next one, endoskeleton. Up to now what we discussed, exoskeleton. Exoskeleton means outside of the body, protection wise. This is the protection. Endoskeleton, proper shape wise. Endoskeleton will give to the proper shape to the organism. So endoskeleton maybe it is made up of the either cartilage and bone. Here cartilage is a flexible bone. In our body also, nose, ears, these and all made up of the cartilage. Because of this and all elastic, it can able to flexible, and when you are giving the pressure on that organs, it will be stretched. Again when you release the stress on that organ, it will get their original condition. Like such a type of nature is present in cartilaginous bones. So here endoskeleton is containing with the cartilaginous or sometimes bony also. Then now come with the skull. Up to now mean up to previous videos we doesn't discuss anything skull. In the previous video, in the chordate classification, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, that two are we kept into the Acraniata. Recall, in this board, in this place I mentioned in the box Acraniata, there I mentioned Craniata. Cranium means a skull. So here these Pisces belongs to vertebrates kada. So vertebrate belong to Craniata kada. So Craniata containing with a skull kada. So here skull is present in the Pisces. That skull in the which condition? Monocondyle. Total skull containing with the only single condyle. Okay. Then again in the continuous videos you will get what is the meaning of condyle. Okay. when the skeletal system explanation time I will tell about condyles. This is the introduction topic, so that's why you should be remember what is the condyle word. So monocondylic skull is present in the Pisces. Then next point, locomotion. Pisces will show the locomotion, free living. How it will show? Already in the beginning places here I mentioned here paid fins, both paid and median fins are there. The paid fins, median fins are helpful in the locomotion. By the fins it can able to swim very fast. Okay, here paid fins I mentioned, pelvic and pectoral fins are paid fins and unpaid fins are dorsal and ventral fins. Okay, then that is controlling the locomotion. Locomotion done by the unpaid and paid fins. And then respiration. Respiration wise here first statement wise I said breathing process controlling by the gills. Here respiration is done by the controlling by the gills. But what type of gills are there? What type of gills? Here maybe gills are in the filamentous or maybe laminar. Laminar means one row after another row after by one by one row madri arrange. That is a laminar. Sometimes filamentous, just like a feather, just like a feather. Okay, filamentous gills. See, seen in different fishes, but basically all are belongs to fishes only, gills only. Here mouth present in mouth is present in either ventral side or a dorsal side. Ventral side or a dorsal side, because remember it Nana, the about regarding the gills and mouth, when you are discussing about the type of fishes on the time we will get it some clarity, ventral side or dorsal side up, because some of the fishes mouth is present in ventral side, some of the fishes mouth present in the dorsal side. Here mouth, some of the fishes mouth present in the ventral side, some of the fishes mouth is present in terminal side, end, one end of the organism. Okay, so not dorsal. Okay, up to now what you seen on the screen here in this place I mentioned dorsal, but instead of the dorsal terminal side you should be changed. Okay, then here heart. Regarding heart, a drastic changes, a better improvement we can find in the Pisces Pisces circulatory system. Here these Pisces circulatory system having a heart containing with blood. That heart two chambered heart, that two chambered is atrial one chamber and ventricle one more chamber. Atrial one, atrium and ventricle one chamber. So one chamber, totally two chambered heart is present. That heart we called as a branchial heart. What it is? Branchial heart or a venous heart. Why fish's heart is called as a branchial heart? Now see in that rough flow chart. Here fish heart or Pisces heart, these fishes heart onwards, carbon dioxide blood is sent to the gills. Okay, gills onwards exchanging of the gases from the water, gills will receive the oxygen and blood is filled with oxygen. That oxygenated blood will be sent to the body parts. Okay, body parts are receiving the oxygen and give it to the carbon dioxide to the blood. That blood will be transported to the veins. Finally veins will be open into the heart. Now here heart only significant role in the sending the carbon dioxide blood to the gills. That is only their function. Okay, sending oxygenated blood to different body parts, function controlling by the gills. Okay, so heart function to send the blood from the heart to gills. Gill is nothing but a branchial. Another name is gill branchial. So branchial heart, why we given the name here heart only sending the oxygen, carbon dioxide containing blood to gills. So that's why we call as a branchial heart. Okay, and then why these Pisces heart we call as a fish's heart we call as a venous heart? That is one more definition. Here from the body parts onwards, deoxygenated bloods receiving by the veins, veins or everything will be sending the or supplying the blood to heart. So heart receiving the deoxygenated blood through the veins to from the body parts. So that's why here heart of the fishes we call as a venous heart. Venous heart. Okay, so receiving from the venous, from the body parts, deoxygenated blood. So that's why we call as a venous heart. So that is the names are based on the supply of the blood to which organ, what type of blood they are receiving. Based on that, heart name is there given in the branchial heart and then venous heart. So one more time here Pisces are first jawed organisms. They are located in the aquatic, and then gill breathing they are showing. These organisms are poikilothermic or cold blooded animals. Those and all amniate layer is not at there, extra embryonic membrane is not at there, and then both paid and median fins, unpaid fins are present. Skin is unicellular epidermal mucus is present, that will onwards mucus will synthesis. Body is streamlined, the phenotypic nature of fishes, body is a streamlined, then body is divided into the head and trunk and tail. Exoskeleton, sometimes they are covered with the scales, that scales are modified from the mesodermal, and bony plates, sometimes bony plates, whether it is bony fishes. Some of the fishes does not have any scales, few of the fishes scaleless exoskeleton, and then endoskeleton may be made up of the cartilaginous, may be bony, and then here these fishes having the skull, that skull belongs to monocondyle, very important word, monocondyllic skull. And then locomotion is done by the unpaid and paid fins, pelvic and pectorals. And then respiration wise gills are playing important role, that gills are whether filamentous or laminar condition. And then mouth is present either ventral side or terminal side, and then heart, two chambered heart, atrium and ventricle, one chamber is there. Then that heart only we called branchial heart and venous heart. Reason now only we discussed about this one. Okay, then come with the second column. Here kidney tells about the excretory function. That kidneys are mesonephric nephrons are there. Mesonephric means well developed nephrons. Then that kidneys are releasing the either nitrogenous waste material either in the form of ammonotelic and ureotelic, based on their location where they are settled and the environmental condition. Based on that they can able to excrete the waste material ammonotelic and then or else ureotelic. Ammonotelic means ammonia they are excreting, nitrogenous waste material, or ureotelic mean urea they are excreting, that nitrogenous waste material in the form of the urea. This is about excretory. What I said, kidneys are mesonephric, and then that kidneys onwards nitrogenous waste material will send out either ammonia form or maybe urea form. Okay, then cranial nerves they are having the skull, so craniata, that's why only we call craniata. So here cranial nerves are 10 pairs. How many pairs? Cranial nerves. That means when you discuss about the cranial nerves, automatically the brain is well developed. Cranial means nothing but protection of the brain. Now that brain onwards 10 pairs of cranial nerves will origin. And one more thing, very very important characteristic of these Pisces, minix primitiva. These minix primitiva layers envelop the central nervous system. Central nervous system mean you know brain and spinal cord we call as a central nervous system. That central nervous system covered by the some of the significant layers. That significant layers we called as a minix primitiva. Okay, so here central nervous system is covered by the minix primitiva layers, and then here sensory organs. Regarding sensory organs, internal ear containing with the 3 semicircular canals, internal layer. Here for understanding wise I will give one example. Here external ear, we have the external ear, but fishes does not have the external ear. Okay, if we, with our hand what part we have can able to touch ear, such a part external ear. Okay, sometimes when we are cleaning the ear, we are keeping the earbud inside, that is the middle ear. So in-depth place of the ear, that is the internal ear. That internal ear contains the semicircular canals. So audible sense is very more efficient. Then one more sensor, it is a special characteristics of Pisces. Lateral line. When you buy the anything fishes, if you observe the fish body, in the middle of the both sides, it has containing with one line, one dotted line. That line we call as a lateral line. That lateral line play an important role in the sensory system. Because of they can able to detect the movement of vibration of surrounding water. They are taking the stimulations, variations in the vibration in the water. If the water media suddenly shows the something vibration, it gives the information to that particular organism. Okay, that organism will detect that vibrations, it will get something protection. Okay, then so vibration, not only that, balancing wise also these lateral line sensory system play an important role. Okay, and direction of the organism, in which direction want to move, like that totally it is controlling by the lateral line. These lateral line system we can see only in the Pisces itself, fishes only. Then another sensory organ, eyes are developed. That eyes without eyelids, if eyelid is there, eyes are getting something protection. Now here eyes are not at present, now eyes are present, but eyes are not at consisting with eyelids, that mean less protection. Okay, organ is there, but that organ not at have protection, eyelids are not at there. So that's why in the one of the just one simple proverbs we seen, even sleeping itself, which is the organism is open their eyes, that is a answer is a fishes are without eyelid. So that's why in the sleeping time also, if it is taking a rest itself, but it that can't able to close their eyes because of lack of eyelids, general explanation. And then eyeball is there, that eyeball also not at there, eyelids are not at present. Then now come to the next point. Eyes are protected by the nictitating membrane. Very important thing, word, nictitating membrane. Sir, if without eyelid, how eyes are getting protection? That eyes will protected by the one membrane. That membrane is nictitating. That membrane only separate the external environment to eye part. So that nictitating membrane play an important role, gives to the protection of Pisces eyes. Okay, then now come to the next one. Sex are separate, male and female organisms are separate, dimorphic means two morphological characteristics we can able to see in the individual of male and female. And then fertilization may be chances in the internal fertilization or maybe external, some of the shown internal, some of exhibit external. And development, based on the internal and external fertilization only, either development, direct and indirect development will be leads. So totally here in the second column about regarding kidneys we discussed mesonephric kidneys, and by that ammonotelic and ureotelic nature. cranial nerves are 10 pairs, and then brain and spinal cord is protected by the one of the layer, that layer mimics primitiva, and internal ear is having the semicircular canals, and a special significant characteristics of the pies is a lateral line. These lateral line sensory system will give the protection wise detect the vibration and balancing, and eyes are present, but that eyes are not yet consisting with eyelids and eyeball. Okay, that eye will protected by the one of the significant membrane, that is nectating membrane. Sex are separated, fertilization may be internal or external, the development may be direct and indirect. Now these fishes are classified into the two groups. The major character based on the endoskeleton is formed by which type of endoskeleton is present, or formed by the what type of tissue. Here if endoskeleton is formed by the cartilage, such a group of fishes we call as a chondroctes. If the endoskeleton is formed by the bones, that is ostroctes. Chondroctes means cartilaginous endoskeleton, ostroctes means bony endoskeleton. That only here I mentioned in this column. I mentioned differentiated of chondroctes fishes with ostroctes with fishes. Fishes are grouped into the two groups, chondroctes fishes and ostroctes fishes. See, endoskeleton of the chondroctes made up of the what? Cartilaginous. Simultaneously we will go there also. Endoskeleton of the ostroctes is made up of the bone. Based on that only we are given the name ostroctes. Ostra means bone, chondra means cartilaginous. And then here that chondroctes fishes caudal fin, tail fin is a heterocercal. Heterocercal not at symmetrical. When you cut that tail will not form the two equal parts. That is called heterocercal. Just for understanding wise I will give one example. Here cartilaginous these chondroctes fishes discussion time, recall in your brain, imagine about scoliodon, nothing but a shark fish, imagine in your brain. And then ostroctes wise, normally what you are buying generally you are buying some of the fishes, katla, boche fish we can't imagine your brain. So now in that imagination, in the scoliodon or shark tail observation time, it is not at a similar structure. So heterocercal condition. When you observe that bocha fish, that tail having the homocercal means it is a symmetrical. We can cut into the two equal parts, that is a homocercal fins. And then the total body of the fishes in the covered by the scales. What type of scales are present? Chondroctes fishes scales in the placoid scales. Shark, recall the shark body. That body totally very rough skin, but not have any scales. Like invisible scales we call as a placoid. Invisible scales we call as a placoid. Sometimes these placoid scales are modified in the mouth region to form the teeth. Teeth are present in the chondroctes fishes. That teeth are formed by the modification of the placoid scales. Then come with that ostroctes. Ostroctes body covered by the scales. That scales are cosmoid, gynoid and ctenoid. Okay, ctenoid, gynoid. Okay, then that and all three type of scales we can see in the ostroctes. Now in this time, for understanding, after buying of any fish, before cooking, that fish will be rubbed on the rocks or with one of the iron brush, we are removing the scales. That scales regarding to the ctenoid, gynoid and then ctenoid. Okay, that is about regarding the scales. And then next one, these character air bladder. Air bladder is absent in the chondroctes. Chondroctes fishes are not having the air bladder, but Ostracthes fishes are having these air bladder. That air bladder will be playing important role in the buoyancy condition. Buoyancy means fish want to float on the water. For that one type of character is controlling by the given by the air bladder. So that is the reason when you cutting off that Ostracthes fish's body, we will get one air bubble. That air bubble nothing but air bladder. So air bladder presence in this Ostracthes that is useful for hydrostatic nature. And then next excretory product. Excretory products in the Chondrocthes, those and all ureotelic. The thing nothing but urea, they are excreting the nitrogenous waste material in the form of uric, okay, urea, and then these Ostracthes nitrogenous waste material in the form of the ammonia. Here ureotelic organisms, here ammonotelic organisms. But whether you remembered or not, 12th standard you will get this clarity. Whatever, some of the marine fishes, they are maintain the urea in their blood. Such a type of basically urea want to send out from the body, but they are little quantity of the urea they are still keeping in their body. Such a nature is called as a physiological uremia, because of in the marine fishes are getting lot of problems by the concentration, osmosis problem. For avoiding of osmosis problem, they are little quantity of the urea they are keeping in their body fluids. Such a condition called as a physiological uremia. Here next one, operculum. Operculum is present or not? Especially Chondrocthes fishes are operculum is not at there. But operculum places in the lateral sides they are having the 5 to 7 laminiform lamini, several layers, several laminae or gills are there, several layers gills. Okay, how many? 5 to 7 layers of these gills are present. Operculum is absent. Now come to the Ostracthes side. Ostracthes operculum is present, gills in the form of the filamentous. You see laminar form, here filamentous form. Habitat these and all marine. Chondrocthes all fishes are belongs to marine, and Ostracthes not only marine, they can able to survive in the marine and then freshwater also. Here I didn't mention both aquatic. You should be remember aquatic. Okay, and then reproduction wise these male and female organisms are dimorphic. Male is different, female is different. Male organisms are having the one of the significant character, that is a claspers. These claspers are useful for internal fertilization. Here also I mentioned dimorphic, but it is not internal fertilization. Come with another character, fertilization. These organisms, Chondrocthes organisms, are internal fertilization. So that is the reason male organism having the claspers, that claspers are releasing the sperm cell into the female genital tract. That is the thing. Then fertilization in the Ostracthes external, that male organism release the sperm cell in water, and then female organism also release, the female fish also release the eggs in water. Outside of the body fertilization will happen, so that is the external. So fertilization, if it is internal, it will produce the viviparous. Directly young ones will develop. If the fertilization is external, eggs will develop, oviparous. Okay. Here one point I forgot, I mentioned in the down, mouth is ventral side in the Chondrocthes. In the beginning of this video I said some of the organisms mouth is ventral side. So which organisms mouth is ventral side? Chondrocthes organisms mouth is ventral side. Here Ostracthes mouth is a terminal side, one side. Just recall in your mind butcher fish. Okay, mouth is present in one end. Okay, this one more time I am recalling here. One time previous video, beginning of this video I said dorsal. It is not correct. Dorsal is terminal side. Okay, then here example of the Chondrocthes, Scoliodon. here Ostractis example hippocampus or seahorse. I think so you will understand the differentiation between the Contractis and Ostractis. These are the based on the different characteristics, Contractis and Ostractis are differentiated.